bunch of steps. You couldn't be one click, right? I mean, that would be way too easy. Okay, there we are. Hello, we're here, we're back. ExO Economy Core with this amazing dedicated group of folks who have been helping to push the economy forward for a long time now in some cases. Thanks everybody for being here. We're going to go directly into updates. We're going to start with the core project sort of owners updates, and that would be Eric and then Nikki, and then we'll go over to Najib. And from there, we'll go out into the different community members with all of their own projects so they can update us on what they're doing. And then if anything anybody says along the way triggers, I need to know more, I need this, I'd like to say that, you know, for the most part, because this meeting is relatively short, hold that. And as soon as the project updates are done, I will ask for anybody's agenda items or needs, if you like, and you'll have your opportunity to get those out there and get them to a next step. That's the commitment here, is that nobody leaves without getting whatever they need to at least some valid next step. Okay, so with that, let's go to Eric.
Hi folks, good seeing everyone. So the focus has been, as you know, as we just been talking, obviously on the bringing the ExO token to market. So we're continuing to, of course, accelerate our efforts in that. And I want to thank the team members for their ongoing work. We've made some great advancements. Novum, of course, working with them on a project plan and really just getting some of the big bucket items in our Asana system. And the Treasury Core team is moving ahead with funding 2 different SWAY proposals. Most recently, we might have talked about some of these last time. We just talked about Michael Freebie a few minutes ago with his HIV tracking app for about 100K EXOs. And then Nikki, we freed up some funds for her as well. And myself, I'll be putting in a proposal for a joint effort that we're doing with the community this year. It's called Exponential Individuals. So similarly, what we're, is the effort for abundance with organizations, with exponential organizations. We're going to do the same thing with human potential and individuals. So we're at a tentative working title now is EXI. We're looking at about 100K proposal for that. We'll get that in SWAY for community involvement, incentivizing, and rewards as well. And then last but not least, just ongoing work with the documentation for both the business and technical overview. So thanks to everybody that's been providing feedback on both of those. So that's what I got. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Nikki? And Nikki, then Najib. And after Najib, we'll just go popcorn style. Najib, you can pick who you want to hear from after you, and should flow around that way.
All right, so Vanessa, this is for you. We finally have some artwork that is pulled directly from your talks from the community on the Media Center. And so these will be going out through Vanessa to our social networks, et cetera. And it'll bring us all back. They will be linked to the videos themselves in the Media Center. So that's a revenue generating piece for us through advertising, et cetera. And it's also putting eyeballs on the economy and value exchange of our token, as well as what's happening in the market. And so hopefully to you, this is another resource for, I think that's it.
Amazing.
For moving forward. And then we've also got, oops, got to move these screens. For the 30-day doubling challenge, which is going to be on the birthday, the April 8th launch of the birthday of the token, we're going to be doing a challenge where people can do behaviors for 30 consecutive times, doesn't have to be one day at a time, and actually earn over 10,000 tokens. So in doing the behavior, which is anything from commenting on a social media post to, downloading the wallet for the first time, you can earn access to doublings. And so this will be a campaign that goes out that instructs people how to take part in those engagements. And we're also populating this world map with use cases. So we would love to have you fill in the form that Angelo has posted in the community on use cases for people utilizing tokens and or blockchain. So the ExO Economy use cases specifically, and then we'll venture out from there and eventually build this map out to be other things too. But this is hopefully going to be a part of the whole launch of the birthday.
That's great. And Nikki, I saw the post that you made in the ambassador. Oh, that.
Yes.
I think it was
This
really
is-
cool.
Good, good, yeah. This is basically the invitation to save the date, and we're going to be opening at, if you notice the numbers under save the date, 04/08/1632. That was a strategic move to enhance and show doubling and what doubling is all about.
Is CET and GMT the same? Because it's actually GMT.
Actually,
Okay.
it is not.
Okay.
It is not the same. Yeah.
No,
So
it's not
yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Yeah. No worries.
It has to happen publicly for us to get it right, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. So you'll be seeing this graphic out in the community, and it'll be linking back to, at first, social media, but once the website is finished, which is happening this week, we'll be able to point everything back to the website, which is a little bit more friendly and a lot more pretty to navigate and start to learn how to utilize tokens in your own space.
Very
So
nice.
that's pretty much the goal. I think that's it. Oh, we're going to be doing a doubling graphic to help,
Oh, cool.
improve on this value of linear versus exponential growth. So we'll do some more explaining visually on that.
You and your team also put out a new article.
Yeah, we've got Bitcoin. No, not Bitcoin. Sorry, my brain is full. We've got a staking blog on the ExO Economy. I don't think I have that up here. No. Gerardo, if you hear me, I want to talk to you on this deal. We're talking about gamifying this whole doubling exercise. And so eventually what we're going to do is get to a point where people are encouraged, enticed, incentivized to come in and start to think in exponential terms on doubling, because that's an important key. And I think
Awesome.
that's it for me.
Well done. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's over to Najib.
Yep, like many of you guys have been in touch with me. The idea is we are working to fully migrate the wallet. We have been working at least with 2 releases per week, I will say. I will explain a little bit more because this is on the core calls, how we are doing it. Right now, the wallet has a mechanism that really report that you choose or you have another update they are pending. It is on the top right of the wallet. It's like an arrow down, and that's then you can go click there and download it. That push really coming from directly from GitHub means once we have posted a new release there on the GitHub page, then the wallets are going to be notified. And for you guys, this is the report that we use. It's the ExO Economy ExO Core, and this is the latest release that we did last week. We have right now the release 15. We are testing with the bugs that they were reported this week, basically where the balance. And we did another change on the database. This time it's not going to impact the users. It does automatically. And basically what we are looking is performance, and we are working in that aspect. People have a better experience when they open the wallet. It doesn't crash. It doesn't report too many logs. The way they report the logs. Few just reported the last, I would say, 3 days today is that, hey, my wallet is showing 0 balance. And that's very normal because, hey, we don't expect everyone that arrive into this world to knowing that is syncing the wallet. Then we are working on this release 15. I will show a little bit more about that. And basically it is that it showed there right beside the balance when it's updating downloading at least the first time the blockchain that is updating the wallet. That's in people is because that's the most common message that I'm receiving people is, hey, I have 0 access when I really had some. And it's normal. People is going to freak out with that. And we want the feedback. We really appreciate people. It's just, again, for us, it's normal. We know that you need to sync, but that's the kind of feedback that we need. Hey, how we can avoid that. And then we are putting some messages. We are putting to flash the cloud, and that's saying people know that is something going on there and go and find out that the status of the blockchain be syncing. It is being done very quickly. Even in the slow machines, we notice that right now is quite a challenge to do it in a Pentium, a computer that is 10 years old, but it still is able to do it in 6 hours, 5 hours. That is, for a computer that old. basically, and in not the best, I would say, internet connection. All of those things are in consideration. But we are doing and testing. We use the repo from, I would say, Fluid Chain. For example, we have here the 15. Why we do this one is because at the moment that we test all these release 15 here, we put it and push it into the EXO Economy, because at the moment that is on the EXO Economy, immediately would notify all the clients about the update. And we don't want that to happen until we fully test this release. This release we has been testing in the last 24 hours. We pushed it yesterday at midday. And there, what we are looking is to just to fix some of the bugs that I just mentioned. Some other one that unfortunately Salim is not here but to report it. But again, this is the process that we are using. Then if someone need to go and test with us any of the things that I just mentioned, you just go to this repo and then download it. Once we pass here, then we put it to the other one, because then that's the way that we are going to push to all the wallets. We have seen it right now, and we are, I think, hitting more than 50% of the tokens being staked on the new wallet. That's very good. Means that is a push is super good. And I know I have pending a few calls here that with people with wallets that they need to be moving forward. And then that I think is going to be, fast enough, because we need to face off UT ASAP. And I hope that before end of the month, we have at least 80, if it's not 95. I'm aiming for the 95. In that sense, we enter April with no QT and everyone on a full steam on this one, because with new updates that are coming on this wallet, that they are tied with the entire effort that all of us are doing to have more liquidity and more of those things. Eventually, we need this wallet to be up and running. And again, a lot of people from the community is contact me, and it's very good, because it's people that we need to be engaged, that they need to be engaged. And there has been, I would say, for a while, it's people that I know for 3 or 4 years ago when we started. And right now, the effort to move it is in one way or the other one, be engaged. That is the most important right now. More than to transfer, I'm more than happy to help, but it's say, hey, we are doing this. When they come with questions about it, and always with the open mind, how can I help? And that's very important, especially now. And that's super valuable. I know that it's quite a burden for me, because it's a lot of people that is contacting me, but hey, I'm doing the effort because I think it's worth it. Then that's so far I know some of you guys have suffered some of the issues with data. We decided to shoot down data because the number of issues is coming more than the thing that we can handle. Then we are DP. We just have long sessions in the last 3 days about it, especially yesterday, with things that had been reported, and hopefully tonight. We did some changes yesterday, but we want to be testing it ourselves all day today and tonight. And basically to put it back, soon. I will expect in the next 24, 48 hours. But that's saying we have there a web page, a landing page that is under maintenance. Right now it's blank, but it's changing right now. But it's under maintenance. That's people know that if we had not gone, it's just for some time. Okay, I think that's pretty much from my side.
So,
Thank you,
Najib,
Najib.
one question: do you have any statistics of how the migration is going?
It is a
dashboard.
It is a good point. We are updating right now the stats. We try to bring everything through the stats website, and that's saying people is aware. Basically, right now on the peers, so the number of clients that we have there, that it show even someone that is still using Civics, that is more than 2.5 years ago. But we, at the moment that you're gonna start to see there that we have release 14, all of those ones are migrated, migrated to the new wallet. You can see there something that is a EXO, block code, EXOs, blah, blah, blah. That's the new wallet. Anything else is the old wallet. And there is QT version 2002, 2001, and CVX. There is the percentage. There right now, we are not showing the latest releases. That is the 14, 15, 16, and 17. That are the new wallet. New releases, is that you should say, on the new wallet. But there is where we need to look how is the progress on the number of people going into the new wallet. Again, the website is stat. Okay, thank you, Ken. Stat.exo.io.
I have one question for you on that, Najib, and we can take this offline, but it says block core 1.0.12. I think we need to fix that because that's really going to confuse people. A lot of people have no idea what block core is.
Yeah, but at the end, you say Exos.
Yeah, it's backwards. Yeah, so I think we have to look at that because it's always been, I mean, for all of history, it's been token name and then whatever, right, afterwards. So it's just backwards. That's all. It's really going to confuse people.
It is, but we are trying to align with more than a standard, and the standard is coming from Bitcoin. That's pretty much what we are just trying to do. Actually, this is a long discussion with a lot of people involved, and
okay, well, if it's a long thing, we don't have to get into it right now, but I just saw that and I was like, I think that's really going to confuse people. So we'll have to just sort through that. Okay.
So Najib, are those stats updated? So it means only 6 people is staking?
No. It is what I mean. They are, after that is the release 16, 17 that is not showing right now. We are doing that change. Most of the new wallets are on the 16, 15, and all of those ones.
Okay, I got it.
Those ones is what I mean, that we are working to put them there, to show them. They are already in the database, but it's not showing them.
And then on that matter, I think we discussed about this timer, Ken. I think that's an important project to be allocated here, the timer when we want to do this transition and get everybody behind it.
Okay. I think that's part of the plan that, Nikki in particular is designing, because, one of the core things there is to make sure that we're pushing super hard. And I'm even thinking, we need to be very aggressive. Like, I don't think there's any way to send a message to a CivX 1005 staking person to say, hey, your wallet is going to stop working tomorrow. You're totally screwed, if you don't upgrade. But if we could, we should. I don't know how we get to that level, but it's very difficult to contact these folks. But like you, Najib, I've been on the phone and on Zoom calls every single week, almost every day, with people that I haven't talked to in some cases in years. And that's a very good sign. So I'm happy to hear that that's happening to you as well, even though I do completely understand how time consuming it is. It's been a lot.
The other thing that I want to mention that on the stats, and you can go, it was a huge push last week. If you see the number of transactions per block, it is the maximum that we have for a while. Means everyone was moving the token from QT to the new wallet. You can see all day and all night, means all the time zones doing transactions. That's very good. That's what we need. Hopefully, not only to do the transfer from the QT to this one, we incentivize them. We ask people just to do transactions. That's something that is very positive to see that the blockchain is moving.
Yeah, exactly. I did that today in the ambassador group. I said, just how do I move my tokens from A to B? Send them.
Yeah.
It's just like send them. It's really pretty straightforward. So, you can even do that from a CivX wallet to an ExO's wallet, which is one of the ways that you can migrate your wallet. This is a very straightforward, simple thing to do. Anyways, thank you very much, Najib. You can pick who you'd like to hear next. I'll save mine for the end.
Go, Cesar, then. You were just there, right there.
Yeah, from my side, Michel is here, so he will talk about Divergenti. I will do the bridge for Ruta. Lorena couldn't make it today, so the focus on Ruta is they are having today, actually, and Najib and Polly are participating. They have a tech talk to talk about a little bit more details on the technology. It's the program they have every week or every other week now in their YouTube channel. So if you are interested, you can go and look into there. Many of the things are the same for ExO Economy that for Rutanio, so I think that will be good. Then the other big thing happening with Rutanio this week is the Conecta B2B. So they are major sponsors, and they're with Marcelo, which is another member of the community. In addition to the sponsorship, is gamifying the whole event. So the people attending the event is going to get some tokens, and those tokens are going to represent some specific works and packages that they can access. Like if you want a new web page, or they can access that with the rutas. If you want a new post for your company, you can get that post for your ruta. So there are very specific things on that one. So it's great utility for the token. OpenExO is also there. Marcelo created a stand for OpenExO, so they're also present, and then also ExO Economy is present. That's my update.
Awesome. Thank you, Cesar. Who would you like to hear next? You want to pick somebody to go next, Cesar?
Yeah, Lisa.
Hi, everyone. So last week we had the Ideas Attributes event on Thursday. It went well. I wish there were more people in these sessions. I want to thank everyone who did host a session. I know it's been a crazy week last week with everything else going on. So the ideas, the videos, and the transcripts are in the Google Drive folder. So for those of you who are working on the Ideas Attributes, the content is all there. We have a couple, there was some more activity in some of those chapters that I didn't have any activity in. So the chapters that I still need a little bit of work, I'm going to post it to Circles and try to just get a little bit more, like recruit more people. I need chapter 8, the leveraged assets, chapter 11, dashboards, chapter 14, social, and chapter 15, the attribute interdependencies. And then my chapter 13, autonomy, there's a group, but they need a little nudge. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to go and try to recruit some people for those other chapters. Some of the other groups are doing well. I need to just start going in and reviewing the content and seeing where some of the gaps are within each chapter. But once I get the other chapters that have nothing going on, once I get those settled, I'll start jumping into the groups and seeing where they're at. But I think we're on target.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Who would you like to hear next today?
Go to Kevin.
Hey everyone. On my side, last week we ran the Disrupt session for ExO Prize, and there were 8 teams presenting some pretty cool ideas, and we introduced like participatory voting, which was cool, but also we had a lot of issues. So it was an experiment, but the experiment was interesting. We have the voting's closed now. I'm looking at results. I'm having a call with the folks from Safe Collaborate tonight to go over things. Because we know there were people who couldn't vote, and so to speak about whether we should look at doing something else, I just heard myself, something maybe more manual or something if the results are like very close. So we should at the end of this week have some results to share, which is pretty cool. And the teams will, the winning teams, of course, will be receiving some EXOs, but we really want to support the initiatives in whichever way we can. So whether that's directly supporting, whether that's also looking at further grants of EXOs through the community treasury, etc., etc. So and then I'm also hopefully after this call we'll chat to Nikki just around the third birthday stuff and making sure that everything's aligned with community, HubSpot, Jill doing numbers, so that we are all getting ourselves ready to hit that button and be able to my thinking was, it might, we probably can't do it real time, but at least once or twice a day that the leaderboard is updated, given that we actually do have to verify that that someone hasn't just sent a GIF of a whale jumping out of the water, and they actually have sent a staking wallet. So yeah, but I guess that's everything for me to report. And over to Vanessa.
Hi, everybody. I am sharing the stats for the past week on the chat, and I'm happy that Nikki has all the images that are going to be sharing on social media. I'm being promoting the events that Cesar mentioned, the Connecta B2B, and as well as the talk that is going to happen today with Policarpo and Najib with Rutanio on YouTube. I share the links as well on the chat. And what else? I try to get in touch with the people that we are hunting down with the Civets wallets, but they do not remember their passwords and they keep running their wallets. I don't know if they're some miracle is gonna make them remember. Wow. So I have like 3 people that I know that are still with that, and they don't remember the password. We tried. That's
unfortunate.
Yes.
Yeah, those wallets will be effectively bricked if they can't source that password.
I expressed that to them. Yeah. They keep running it. But
okay.
And those are the updates that I have
All right.
for this week.
If you want to connect with me offline on those, and we'll see if, I don't know if you've connected, but yeah, I mean, if they're running Civex QT and they don't have the password, then there's very little that will be able to be done for them. Okay, very good. We'll try though. If they want to try to connect, we'll do whatever we can to try and help.
Definitely.
Okay. Who's raise your hand, please, if you haven't gone yet.
Stephen. Okay. And Michelle.
Great, thank you.
Go, Michelle.
Yeah, hi. The past 2 weeks in Divergenti, we've been working very hard internally and externally. Internally, with our developers, we're working to improve the algorithm that matches the needs of the small businesses with the talented people. And also we're working to the design of the marketplace where all of our community people will be present. So this is a design sort of work parallel with developers. And externally, we had several workshops where we explained how the wallet works, and we started rewarding the participants. So a lot of them are very excited, learning how to use it, how using staking, etc. And this is generating a lot of buzz among the others who did not do it. So they are asking, when will be my turn? So very soon we'll have a lot of active Divergenti wallets, new ones. This is all for now. It has been very a busy week internally. So we're still working to improve, and we hope on the 18th and the 19th of April, we have a launch of 10 small businesses who are going to start their digital transformation. So we're preparing for that.
Amazing.
To prepare the people and the businesses.
Wonderful work, Michelle. Remember when I told you raising a blockchain was like raising a baby? Yeah. So there you go. they misbehave sometimes, and all kinds of stuff happens. Yeah. So, all right. Michelle, Stephen, I believe, and then I'll go.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. So I'm just gonna share my screen. So a little update on the SWAY proposal that was accepted or approved 2 weeks ago. We've kind of taken a tour. You know, we technically started a little earlier. We started on January 25th. We planned all this out from the decade of EXO that happened in December. And so we're super excited that the project was approved as well. We just had our second event on Community and Crowd with Sanjay Bana, and we're having the third one in April. We're also kind of thinking through the EXO clinics. The first two, the learnings here is just we need to get the word out more, but we're seeing more and more people kind of trickle in, especially with the monthly events. But these events are virtual, so if anybody wants to join in, feel free to go to openexo.com events list, and then send people there. We're doing this to kind of expose people to the EXO mindset, so it can be useful in many more communities beyond just Washington, D.C. And so we've had Brandon, we've had that's Sanjay and Kent.
I was like,
that's
wow.
And that's pretty much my report. I'll try to have more data and metrics as to how many people attended and any feedback that we can get after the events. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all.
Yeah, just a quick thank you, Stephen, because I think that what you've laid out there can be a template for any region that wants to come online, because it creates anchor points and stability where people can jump in and learn. And you don't have to come to every single meeting. You can look out on the calendar and see what fits for you. I think that's really amazing. So really well done. And I know Kevin will find ways to see that replicate around the world as well. All right, so very quickly, I'll go really quick here. I want to notify everyone that if you go to openexo.com/dev, you will find a new API has launched. And I want to show you. So hang on. Let me find my browser, not the one that is streaming YouTube. Here we go, and should have got this ready already. Here we go. So this is just where you can go. So www.openexo.com/dev, DEV. This is the homepage of the relatively newly forming OpenEXO Developer Network, and the news of the day is the new Circles API v1. Thank you to Suhar, Antonio, Pena, and team out there who made this real. It's incredible. This was a big piece of work. It took a lot of effort, but now everything that goes on our platform here inside the circles, which will pop up here in just a second. Right, these are the circles. It's a circle feed. So you can see all those nice messages and everything about them, and all the metadata is available through our OpenEXO Core API. It's a major milestone for the community and for the platform. So super happy about that. Next thing that I want to notify everybody about API-wise is that the OpenEXO platform core dev team is in the process, and Najib, they may need a little help here and there, but they're in the process of setting up a full node for the EXO Economy's EXO's blockchain. And then once they have that full node up and running, that will give them access to the Swagger API. This is also a Swagger API. It's Swagger through and through. We'll be able to publish the Swagger API here on the page as well. So there'll be a section on this page for the blockchain API to the full node, which is incredibly powerful. And it's how tools like Certifico.io exist, for example, is because of the richness and capabilities of that API. More in Najib's court than mine to go further on that, but I wanted to let everybody know that. We talked a little bit about DeFi earlier today. I'm not going to get into that right now, just to say to anybody that's out there watching, we're exploring and pushing hard on how to tap into the incredible rise of decentralized finance liquidity for EXO Economy or Open EXO Community Member EXO's holders. This is an exciting development. You've got to come to this meeting if you want to know more, and you've got to be here at the beginning. So that's what you'll get here today now. I wanted to mention that as Najib pointed out, we've had a significant increase in community contact. So if you're out there and you're listening to this after the meeting or on YouTube, wherever you're seeing it, and you've got EXOs that you have acquired, or even the prior name of the same exact token in blockchain, CivX, same book, different cover, used to be called CivX, now they're called EXOs. And it's time to make sure that you can log onto your wallet. It's time to make sure that you are participating in downloading the new EXO's Core wallet. It's a massive sea change of capability shift for our community, the new wallet that Najib and his team have created and deployed. So it is definitely time, and there are people standing by to help you. Just reach out here in this meeting, reach out through economy@openexo.com. That's an email address, or reach out through the Discord channels. If you don't know where the Discord channels are, go to the tools section of the economy.openexo.com, find the Discord link and join Discord, and that will get you there. The last thing is I want to say that we'll be working with Nikki in particular to set up, and Toby, to set up a series of webinars, office hours, learning events that will be quite regular, of the nature that you saw in Stephen's thing, just like dates that you can count on and times that you can count on in time zones that support you wherever you may be. So we'll have to do it like at least on 2 different blocks of time. These will be a period of time where you can log in if you're stuck, if you're having problems, if you want help installing the wallet, if you don't know what staking means, if you'd like a little chat about DeFi, this is where you'll come. And we're going to try to make that a very regular weekly event. I don't know the times yet. I don't know the dates yet. Trying to sort that out. Really happy to do it though. Myself, Salim, other members of the Fluid Chains team, I believe, and other members of this core group will be asked and called upon to help us negotiate that. And Stephen, how can we embed something like that into your work, right? For example, or so that we can push it out to the edges, because that's how it will really get where it needs to go. Not because I run webinar number 7, right? It's just not going to work that way, because we're definitely a decentralized community. So, so that's all of my updates today. Of the 10,000 I could share, those were the 6 or 7 that I wanted to share. So in the last 4 minutes, again, we are tending to run out of time in this meeting these days. I'm going to look at that and see if we need to make any structural changes. Does anybody have anything very urgent that they need? We won't have time to go through everybody. Please raise your hand if you'd like to make a request or anything, or you just need to make an announcement. Lisa.
I just have a question for Stephen real quick. I don't know if he mentioned this before. Are your events at all recorded? And if so, where can I get them? I'm just thinking for the curators, there might be content there that they can use.
Yep. They have been recorded. Happy to share them if it's helpful.
Stephen, this is we're going to talk later today anyway. We're already booked. Please make a note. Let's talk about how media, EXO World Media can support you as well. Not just marketing, but media, because those meetings, if you're recording them, we could make you a channel on EXO World Media, and you can put that channel on your own site, and we can cross affiliate that content into the OpenEXO platform so people can see what's going on in DC. There's no reason not to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Great opportunity. I didn't even think about it until Lisa said that. Thank you, Lisa. Anybody else? Show of hands. We've got a couple minutes left. Anything you need to move forward? Anything you're stuck on? Anything at all? Otherwise, I'm going to end this too.
Najib, you're going to be sending technical support for those that have the wallet not working right now.
I think it's you and Nikki. Maybe what we can try to do is, or maybe you 2 plus Eric, just to do a single session. We go through all, and then we can just try to wrap up possible issues at the same time.
Super. So
I will send you a message. Let me see if I can do it today. I don't know how you guys are for today.
Okay, I'm up.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Najib. I did try with Nikki, and I thought we had it, but something else. I don't know what. So I did exactly what you showed me to do on my wallet, because I had the oldest versions, and it worked fine for me. It didn't work for them. I have no idea why.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's it then. We're a wrap today. Thank you all so very much. Bring a friend next time so we can share the love. And I will see all of you wherever I see you. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a good one.
Guys, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, folks.